Mind. Consciousness. What is it we mean when we use these words? Bruce Lipton once told me of an experiment where dividing cells were scraped with a tongue depressor. Half remained in a petri dish in the laboratory, and the other half were taken 5 miles away. On cue, the cells in the lab were shocked with low-voltage current. The cells 5 miles away immediately responded as if they were in the dish back in the lab. Cell consciousness? Indeed, according to Lipton's book, The Biology of Belief, not only are the cells conscious, but they also respond to thoughts and beliefs. And the they in cells includes the DNA. The DNA can be turned on by belief, or in the words of Dr. Ernest Lawrence Rossi, the mind drives the body, which drives the genetic code. End quote. The implications led Rossi to this conclusion. Quote, the dynamics of gene expression and brain plasticity can be initiated within the time frame of a typical psychotherapy session. End quote. The mind drives the body, which drives the genetic code. Cleve Baxter became famous overnight, not for his lie detection school or his special version of the polygraph, but for his plants. Headlines ran, quote, your plants may tell on you, end quote. Cleve wired a philodendron to the galvanic skin response, or GSR, readings of a polygraph. 3 subjects passed through the room, looking first at the goldfish in the bowl next to the plant, then at a Bunsen burner heating water, and then at the plant. The same 3 passed through a second time, but this time the last one took a goldfish and dropped it in boiling water. The plant responded as though it were conscious, aware, and even shocked at what happened. Then, in a stroke of genius, Cleve mixed up the order in which the subjects entered the room. Every time the fish killer entered the room, the plant responded. The plant was apparently identifying the perpetrator, perhaps in fear. What do you think? There is a tremendous new interest in the study of consciousness. For years, the subject was taboo in science simply because it was seen as inherently unverifiable. That is, your consciousness and my consciousness are uniquely subjective. Science is all about objective and verifiable inquiry. Indeed, the scientific method requires that. Today, in part due to investigations directed at artificial intelligence and new experimental designs, consciousness is again being examined. What is consciousness? Language is often thought to be the tool of consciousness and evidence for the kind of consciousness that makes humans different from monkeys. Indeed, language has often been referred to as the jewel of cognition. Some scientists have argued that Neanderthal man possessed advanced talking ability. This assertion is largely based upon a neck bone found in 1988, which allegedly, due to its shape alone, allowed for vocal articulation. Other scientists argue for a more recent origin to speech. Recent, in this sense, being between 50 and 100,000 years ago. By contrast, early origin theorists date the beginning of language at more than 2 million years ago. What is consciousness? The evolution and history of language have a bearing on certain philosophical issues where consciousness is concerned. For example, take any date for the first appearance of language. For fun, let's just assume some hairy bipedal creature has never spoken. Is this creature conscious? Conscious in the sense that humans are conscious? Now, one day the creature utters some meaningful form of speech, not a grunt or guttural sound as all animals do, but some form, beginning of speech. Is the creature now conscious? What is the difference between the consciousness of animals and the consciousness of humans? What is intended by distinguishing between the two conscious forms as different, and why? If a primate species shows the ability to learn, remember, and associate learnings, some insist this is evidence for reason. Most flatly refuse to recognize it as such.